a little bit of the mid game.
That is the one thing they have a lot of, burst
Yeah.
damage. You got Venge with stuns and swaps, Zeus, obvious, Lion with the finger, even Gyro with some rocket barrage type nonsense.
Yep.
They struggle to Axe Blink is late or something, and maybe we get a helm on the gyro and
Yep.
just, like, steal, kill the other ones.
That's the goal.
That, we haven't brought that up, but Helm of the Dominator getting picked up so much now. Not so great for Chen, those poor creeps.
Yep, and Chen certainly has a time where he is super effective and then he falls off pretty hard. They're hoping to replace that with Terrorblade, but if they can pull the complexity early game shenanigans and just wipe out OG before their 20 minutes, we're good to go. That's it. They just got to work as 5 pushing early game, and you know what? That's what Complexity's fucking good with. I'm going with Complexity. Let's do it. Woo!
All right, I'm with OG. I got to stick with the big boys. Suns fan, what's the call? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, well, we're loading into the game while All right, so it's Mott and Purge again for this Pugna Finals, Game 4, OG Complexity. Let's see what happens.
Thanks so much to our panel of experts, I suppose. We're into...
the experts of accents, clearly.
I will say Shannon actually was very good. Slacks is the same damn impression for every, like, Irish person ever. Or I don't even know. But anyway, we're into game number 4, Purge. What are you thinking here? Who are you feeling as we get into this game?
I could see some coL benefits. That their burst damage is very good. They could certainly repeatedly crap on a Terrorblade if needed. They might get first blood here against Fly as well, but path he's walking makes it kind of hard to approach the game.
They would, yeah. He's already now in lane. They'd have to go under the tower. They're just going to drop some sentries, perhaps some wards. Meanwhile, the rest of OG is down towards the bottom rune spot and kind of waiting for them to invade in that direction. Little do they know, Complexity's in their own jungle. Sitting close to the tower is No Tail, and more wards being dropped, so just trying to give Monkeys a good time. They just scouted out Monkeys. They just pinged him. No Tail has seen him, so...
So the reason the Fly basically ran away is because he put that really aggressive ward down rapidly, but they didn't spot any heroes, so it seemed pretty clear that there would be an aggressive invade, and that's very standard versus a Chen anyway, so not too surprising to see that.
Jerax is going to start in the opposite jungle. Uh-oh, No Tail and Fly walking up. Z-Freak, Magic Missile ready. He's going to use it. Fly caught. He's already used the cast. The Airspike will follow up next. I think Fly might be in trouble. Body blocks coming through.
The one treant. Watch out.
Can't quite get in front, but he will still fall, and Monkeys will get the first blood. So
that was a treant kill. Did you see that?
Yeah, he got the last auto attack. It was pretty funny. It was, how much damage did he even, like 32?
It's decent. It got buffed. So the one here I'm really worried about for coL, though, is Zeus on the mid lane, because he's not very good at surviving against a Chen gank. So kind of depends what Jerax gets wise, but I like that he's already starting in the enemy jungle. It's the best way to be, best place to be, and he also gets a really easy path to gank the mid lane too.
I don't think Chen's really... Oh god, no! I missed it. Melon's now swagging out after getting the courier kill. That's pretty big.
Good start for coL right now.
Yeah, they need something like that.
He didn't deliver his items either, did he? Oh no, it was on the way back. He did get a salve at least.
Yeah, he got a salve, but no bottle now for a while, at least about 2 minutes or so. Melon successful now coming back to the lane. Maybe go into the jungle and find Jerax, and they can just make sure that they know that he's there, so 747 has a bit of a safer time. Yeah, they're going to see him. Jerax might be able to get this courier. Oh no! No, get the courier, Jerax! Oh, he doesn't go for it. Instead, Melon tries to bait it. There's the Thunderclap. He might be able to get a kill instead. The Thunderclap slow is pretty nice. That courier is just standing there. Please. Okay, we're good.
And just now pinged. They're just trying to sap experience basically for whatever Jerax is getting and deny his jungle. Yeah, sniping the neutral like that, it actually helps a lot.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like jungling Zeus. Successful.
Yeah, his bottle now done. It'll come on the courier. Jerax actually kind of low on mana. Gets another Holy Persuasion off. It's going to be a Wild Wing Ripper. Are we going to see the Tornado? It's coming in.
If it comes, I think what would be the smart thing maybe is Jerax waits until Zeus hits 3 and then he tornadoes. That way he probably gets Arc Lightning and not Bolt.
Oh,
okay,
God,
he did
Monkeys.
actually get Bolt.
Monkeys. Jesus. All right. Well, the Magic Missile stops No Tail from getting that kill. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening. So
that's really big actually, because now Terrorblade's more or less, let's say his ultimate is wasted, Metamorphosis. So if he doesn't actually get a kill with it, this means it's gonna be on cooldown for like 2 minutes afterwards, which means that these 2 range heroes should really be able to bully him.
And Monkeys does salve up, so he's back to full HP. So not that big of a deal taking all that damage because, like you just mentioned, it is on cooldown. They will, however, have Fly rotating in. They want to get Z-Freak, but Monkeys is kind of pushing No-Tail back, and the Metamorphosis is now down. So
The TP coming.
and he thought about it for half a second. And he's going to find this Sprout into Fly. Magic Missile, he doesn't have the mana for it with the Wave of Terror going. The Buddha Restoration, the body blocks from the Trance. But here comes the Chen. Jerax looking for Z-Freak. One more auto attack, and in fact, we'll get the kill. Now the cast comes through, bouncing up, and Monkeys is in some trouble as well. He has no mana to TP. He has one Tangle left. Now he's just getting the mana for it. He's going to Fairy Fire as well. I think he should make it out. Penitent's coming so close to death, but he will TP home, and Jerax rotating at the right time.
I feel like Jerax is going to regret not getting Test of Faith there. I'm kind of into this build personally because it does do a lot of amp with just one skill point, but if he had a nuke there, the pretty good chance he would have killed Monkeys. About 75 pure damage on average, could be 100. Huge nuke for level 1. So with all this stuff going around the map, the pressure isn't coming, is actually against Zeus. So I think 747 is pretty happy with how this game's starting, because if that's a hero that if you get pressured heavily in lane, you get too far behind and it just sucks to play against.
And he's currently doing very well in CS. 18 last hits to the 17 of Ana. And so 747, I feel like for somebody that just came into this team, I mean, he's played with Complexity before, but for somebody that just came in after cancel, he's done a very good job so far in this series, even his TA last game especially. Ana leaping up to the high ground now, looking for an arrow potentially, but Z-Freak, he's just trying to avoid him at this point. Has level 3 Starstorm, they need a Magic Missile, Lightning Bolt, they don't even use it.
Wow.
747 gets the nuke kill, and it might as well have been a solo kill at that.
This is kind of a cool matchup, really, for coL, because, I mean, Mirana's normally so difficult to kill because she just always leaps away when she's about to die, but for Zeus, he just doesn't care.
Right.
Well, I'm going to nuke you, and you're going to take damage anyways. I don't care if you jump away, because at some point, he's going to outbeat her regen with the Lightning Bolts, so it's a really good place for Zeus to be.
I haven't talked much about S4. He's doing rather well for himself, but in the meantime, there is a gank rotating top from Fly as well as Jerax. They're looking to wrap in Monkeys. He's going to try to go for the TP. The Ensnare comes out from the Dark Troll Summoner. The Penitence is there, and that's going to be that.
Pretty straightforward kill. And this should be a tower afterwards, too. They grab Metamorphosis level 3. The No-Tail hits super hard right now. Dead tower, especially with Alpha Wolf.
Oh, yeah. This tower's gone. They will glyph, but that's just going to save it momentarily. Monkeys has respawned. He'll rotate back in. He's going to make some trance. He'll try to pull the creep wave, but even with it, I don't really think they can do much.
You know, yeah, with the neutral creeps from Chen, it's just too hard. At the least, Prophet will get some experience with this. Got to be really careful about the net, though. Fly's getting low, though. This is a kind of swing from the back.
Z-Freak is just going to match missile and kill him with one more auto attack. Wait, well, Wave of Terror will do the job instead. Melon's TPing and Lightning Bolt is here. This is a good fight so far for Complexity. OG getting lower and lower. Zeus ult. They bring down No-Tail as well. Although it looks like they will lose the Vengeful Spirit. TPing home, Jerax looks like he will make it out, Melons.
Ooh, Moo getting a solo. Just solo kill S4 now in the side chop.
That's huge. That is huge.
I don't know what led to that death, but I mean, he doesn't even have like homing missile. He didn't use call down. That was just like walking and rocket barrage. A big mistake from S4.
Low. That seems strange.
I feel like he maybe went to go buy tranquils or something and got caught. I'm not sure.
And I'm gonna get Magic Missile, Earth Spike to follow up. No, just barely missing. Melons needed to go half a second earlier, and they would have gotten that kill more than likely. But good lead for Mana.
Maybe. I don't know if they had enough damage. Somebody canceled the TP I saw, but
yeah,
pretty big mistake from Melons. So you got to use Hex.
Look at how much damage S4 took from Rocket Barrage. One Rocket Barrage full duration brings S4 pretty low in HP, and that's probably how he died last time. That Rocket Barrage did a serious amount of damage.
And once he gets Helm of the Dominator, any kind of harass from opponents is not very easy to continue, just because he's going to heal up afterwards. His mana pool is good. He's got a lot of stats. This game, Magic Wand, straight into the Helm. He's going to be pretty happy. I think he'll probably go standard gyro, but I'm fingers crossed hoping he goes eggs. I think the build is possible to go. Don't know if this is the game for it, but I like it.
To give the HP, it'd be useful given the heroes that are in this game. There's a lot of nuke potential.
Hard to get close to the plate as well, so it might just be better to go the opposite, but
yeah,
against disabling heroes, in some ways Ags is good because then you're attacking even though you're disabled. There can be benefits to both.
They're looking for S4 bottom again. I'll wrap in momentarily. It looks like Z-Freak. Smoke has been broken. Monkeys is TP'd in the Transformate, and he knows he is in trouble. He tried getting off the call to make sure he gets that extra armor. TP was also canceled, I think, coming from somebody on OG, and now they'll turn this into a tower push.
This is the benefit that a hero like Nature's Prophet provides, is that if you rotate your supports over, all of a sudden it becomes a 4-man in 1 lane thing, and for actually get this out laned by a hero, they're in such a good spot. And the Gyro really afforded that capability because they know that they could leave Gyro solo. Normally when you have a carry there, they will get pressured by Axe and they're going to lose farm because of it, and maybe Axe will kill them. But it was the opposite way around here. So the picks that coL had gave them this huge advantage where they could just roam with their supports. They got a lot done, and it's now pushed into this lane advantage with rotations.
Although
Zeus,
it looks like 747 is probably ganking. Penitence will go, the lightning bolt is up, but there's the call, and this is a dead hero. Calling Blade will fly next, no tail, looking for more, potentially either the push mid or a kill, but he rotates in with the metamorphosis ready to go.
So OG also doing rotations. Good moves by them. Sun you got for Terrorblade, and again, same thing with No Tail actually, just stacking up Clarity Potion this game. But again, did the math last game, it's really worth it if you're considering between going Raindrops or Clarity. Look what he did. He grabs the Clarities, he uses it, then he throws it into his backpack. Unlike Raindrop, you don't have to leave it in your inventory. He's not going to be able to tank the damage necessarily, but this gives him way more mana in the course of the game.
It feels like he just wants to be super involved with his team, and so far you can already see, even as the Terrorblade rotating over, just trying to take this tower down. Arrow's going to come through. As 747 does actually dodge it swiftly, although Z-Freak is going to get caught. Penitence, Dark Troll Summoner and Snare followed up by the Starstorm gets another easy kill on top of that tower, which Anna gets as well. So all of a sudden, OG turning this around at least a little bit, Purge.
Yeah, that was, it's kind of, both teams are doing similar things, except OG's so much better at actually hitting buildings. Both's good at taking the ganks and getting kills and pushing a little bit, but they're not nearly as good at blowing up buildings.
Let's see what they decide to pick up next for No Tail. Is there anything on the Courier? I think it's Treads, I believe. Yep, Treads coming out for No Tail next, so he's starting to get a little bit farmed.
This may be where coL decides to fight. It's kind of scary, but it's a possibility.
This is a huge invis rune. If S4 can get this, Penitence is going to go. I think they have Test of Faith as well, and Mood should fall. Call Down will go first. The Cold Blade is there. Nobody TPing in to react, and it looks like that is a giant kill for... And now they'll just put pressure on the tower bottom as well for OG.
Jax uses ultimate to keep the Alpha Wolf healed up, kind of needed for the push, but you're totally right. That invis changed a lot because they could have maybe defended that, but with the invis call, he's just dead. They can't defend it right now. They may TP in about 6. They don't call them for 30 seconds. They're trying to slow it down because they can't just let all the towers die.
They
and
were
at the
looking
same
to
time,
set up a No Tail top lane, and he TP's out.
And that would have been a good way to sacrifice tower, but diving now.
Moo trying to fight. S4 trying to TP out. He will make it, so Jerax and Fly now have to leave as well. Moo kind of hemmed in. The creeps will surround him for the time being. Now Swindle's Finger of Death. Fly gets blown away, but he is okay with being the sacrificial lamb as Jerax is now back underneath his tier 1 tower.
Would have been a great moment there to have... Ooh, arrow's going to land on him.
That arrow is going to hit. Melons is pretty squishy. They have the call down to cover it, though. The Starstorm to come in. Second hit will do the job. Centaur Conqueror Stop was there if needed. Moo now getting low. And has already used his leap. He's got 11 wand charges if need be, and Monkeys is just going to try to block them with the treants as best as possible. Here comes the Moonlight Shadow. Heroes flies back in with the cask. They might dive this. The treants are still there, but it looks like Moo will be able to get out for now.
Very close. Moo trying to maximize his damage, but there's just been too many like creeps and summons and stuff like that for Rocket Barrage to do a lot of damage. And this is one of the problems with Gyrocopter is that you need to clear all of the small stuff, Flat Cannon and Call Down. That way your Rocket Barrage can really impact the fights in the mid portion of it. So another tower falling for OG's advantage. The rotations work so well for coL for a bit there, but coL's just not ready to take a fight.
Yeah, they're starting to fall behind. And with all these towers, OG's getting closer and closer to these big items. In particular, the Blink Dagger for S4. He's just setting up and farming. He's not going to play with his team probably until he has that. So that is, I think, the biggest item in the game so far. And maybe, you know, his Aghanim Scepter could be huge. They hit the arrow on the move. This dive is happening. Penitence is here. They will bring him down. No axe needed. TP in from Complexity's Monkeys, as well as another Z-Freak. The Death Ward dropped down by Fly. 747 comes in. He's already used his lightning. Now he'll use that Thunder God's Wrath and helps get a kill, at least on the Chen. Monkey's getting dove, but so far, Anna looking for Melons next. He's going to fall. They drop the Veil. Anna in trouble. 747. He's already used his ulti. This Thunder comes out from No Tail, and now 747 is getting chased down, but No Tail kind of slow, and he is just going to use it after the Lightning Bolt comes out. No Tail will stay alive, and Monkeys can't get there in time. So when it's all said and done, I think it's a 3-for-2 exchange, I believe, and a much better one for that of OG.
But it was still okay, considering the fact that coL is behind and they defended their tower finally. They just got into the fight. One of the negatives was that Zeus wasn't able to get his Veil off. The grouping of OG, they're all pretty spread out, so he didn't get to maximize his damage quite as high as he wanted to. But at least he gets 1 kill on the Chen, I believe, was about it.
Yes, I think so.
Could have been worse, certainly.
But the big problem with that for complexities that S4 did farm that Blink Dagger while that was all happening. So in the next fight he's going to be in, and they're going to just be able to be even more aggressive with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the item build that Z-Freak went for. He got a medallion here. Going to try to keep Gyro more alive when he gets jumped on. One of the weaknesses of Gyro is single target physical damage, and Terrorblade's got that. Comes the gank.
Yep, the call will go. No spins just yet. They have the
They stole the
now.
Centaur.
Centaur Conqueror's top. Hellbearer smash as well. And, well, he doesn't get the Calling Blade, but not really needed. It's only a little bit of movement speed. So, coming in, though, 747. Moonlight Shadow's going to go. Lightning Bolt comes out. Jump and call. Now the mech is up. They need another arrow. They're going to find it. Beautifully done, and they should get this kill before... Yeah, and he can't even get Jerax down before going down. Although Jerax was pretty low. They're also chasing elsewhere. They're looking for monkeys. Oh, No Tail's coming in. Melons, he's got the Earth Spike. Needs to be careful. Cast will come through the Death Ward. He's got Thunder. They're going to use it. The Finger of Death. He's still alive. The call, saving his life. Thunder's there. He doesn't use it. He doesn't even need it. Poor dead. He'll just TP himself home, and Anna finds himself a double kill with the Starstorm. S4 again hitting these big spells. Again, it's the Berserker's Call that does it this time.
Is just getting further and further behind. I mean, there was talk about the Helm of the Dominator on the Gyro allowing him to steal creeps from Chen, but that one actually cost him his life in the last fight, just giving his opponents an easy Centaur setup. And he hasn't even finished his Aquila yet. The Helm of the Dominator's kind of giving him some space, but I almost wonder if he should have just skipped it this game. It's difficult, though. The pressure has come on so early. You can't even really think of a lot of item solutions that will solve these problems. They just need to be together, actually reacting to the places that OG are going to be, but that's going to take a lot of prediction because there's not a lot of wards on the map, and they can't use this ulti to scout either.
I feel like it's got to be frustrating, given the fast start they had, to just get caught up and so much in tower depths and just in general. S4 is going to make it out, by the way. But...
coL kind of moving together towards the top lane, finishing their Wraith Band here any moment, and a little bit of armor like it'll make a difference, but mostly the chain stuns that I feel are a big impact. People still can easily win a fight. I mean, their burst damage that they've had is so good against the OG heroes until they start building like BKBs and pipes and stuff like that.
And they're going to try to at least take the tier 1 tower top lane, but I think this is going to be more than anything a trade. By the time this is taken down, I think the tier 2 tower bottom will have also fallen. They have Metamorphosis. I don't think he needs to use it. I think this tower is just going to be gone. Tier 1 tower top lane for a tier 2 tower bottom. And they can continue the pressure. No Tail, again, he still has that Metamorphosis if he wants to go mid, if he wants to go bottom. This tier 2 mid is in trouble. Melons is going to jump in. He's going to get jumped on by S4 with the call. No counter Helix procs coming out. The Hex will come through. Finger's not up. Death Ward zoning them all back. And here comes the creeps. Melons gets Test of Faith. Jerax is going to back away. The Penance on cooldown. They want this tower. They're going to get it. Zeus Ult. Great mech, but the tower hit will bring at least Jerax down. Meanwhile, get to bottom. No Tail Metamorphosis up. The Reflection will go. Monkey has to back away. And No Tail is going in. Thunder used. Now the jump and call into two. Calling Blade misses, so they're still alive for now. Jump into Starstorm. They're looking for more. 747 getting low. No Tail will bring him down. He's already out of the Thunder. Getting hit up with an auto attack. He needs one more to get this kill. The Moonlight Shadow, the Phase Boots to get there. The drum as well. No detection.
Oh, no.
And No Tail might actually make it out. He'll TP on the high ground. He should have died there, but somehow makes it out alive.
That should have gone way worse for OG after that beautiful swap from the Venge, but it couldn't kill the Terrorblade, and it was really the cask from Witch Doctor that helped it. I mean, the Zeus just hasn't been able to sit in the back and keep doing nukes because he just keeps getting chain stunned. The S4 initiations are absolutely winning these fights here because he's always off to the start, initiating on the big damage.
I mean, what is he sitting on now? He's going Blade Mill. He actually has it already, so
really
he actually he needs the broadsword, but yeah, he's gonna have that Blade Mill soon.
And there is no mech being built on coL. They went for a drum on Nature's Prophet. Not too surprised to see no mech, but they need a little bit of a team fight edge, and something like a heal in that vein could really make the difference. We've seen.
They pick up a DD for Moo. I think that he needs more damage, and that'll help, but he's just getting killed so easily in these fights, I think.
Oh, he's queued up eggs, please. Yes, please. It's actually so good, honestly. Like, it's maybe not so good, but it's definitely viable. It basically doubles your physical damage as soon as you buy it. It's like a permanent DD, essentially. Based on your attack speed once you pick it up. The survivability it gives is pretty good, and that's something Gyro needs. And then you can scale your items into so many other cool ways. And you can farm neutrals actually fast instead of having to rely on, like, really inefficient stars, just stat items.
Oh, Jerax, Finger of Death, he's somehow still alive. The mech, the Zeus Ult, they used everything for that kill. The air won't connect. Meanwhile, there's the Death Ward. The cast bounces through the call to follow up. Good swap out from Z-Freak. No tail coming in 18 seconds or 12 seconds before he has his Metamorphosis. Thunder goes on to move. Z-Freak getting chased down. A couple more auto attacks, and Anna will get this on an unstoppable spree for him. No tail, though, in trouble. He might fall here. He will. A 2-for-2 trade that is much more favorable for Complexity than it is for OG. TP coming in for Monkeys. He's got Sprout up in a second here. Anna, leap in 5. Arrow coming through. Nice sidestep for Monkeys. And Anna might fall. 747.
Nice
Get
kill.
the kill. Last auto attack from Monkeys, and it's 3 down for OG. Finally, a favorable fight for Complexity.
That fight was giant for coL. I mean, it's really just showing Terrorblade and how ineffective he is if he doesn't use Metamorphosis. Like, he got the Sunder off for half of his HP, but it just doesn't matter because eventually they're going to burst through it. They do have some good sustain with, like, Chen and Witch Doctor, but the edges are starting to show of their strategy a little bit because it's hard for Terrorblade to just get ready and start fighting. Maelstrom picked up for Nature's Prophet. I cannot wait to see Moo buy a point booster because then he's hard committed to buying it. So any moment, hoping he picks it up.
There's a courier going to the secret shop, and there it is.
All right, so Ags Gyro, you get 2 attacks basically, and then you can buy like orb effect items. Maelstrom is fantastic. It's probably the best solution against Terrorblade this game because it doesn't force you to require just flat cannon to do AoE. You can just always do AoE.
Death Ward coming out, canceled. There's the cast. They want to make sure they get this kill on Z-Freak. It's a nice little pickup. It is a support. And so as 4 comes, it shows off the Blade Mail, and that's that.
He lived pretty well, actually. He's got Solar Crest picked up. Relatively inexpensive item now. It's only about 2,400 gold, I think, 25. It gives him 25% evasion, and he's basically they're gonna get Ags on Gyro. They're probably gonna pick up like a Maelstrom with maybe a Mask of Death, and they're just gonna throw the Solar Crest on him. And he's gonna be super tanky because of the Ags build-up. And he's going to deal tons of damage, and he's going to have armor from the Solar Crest and some evasion as well. It's a really cool build this game.
The way somebody described it to me the other day on the panel, which I thought was very interesting as an Agden's Gyrocopter, is you don't want to go and you want to fight with a Daedalus first. You don't want to just go in naked like phase Daedalus. You would rather have some sort of survivability before going in, and not even just that. The extra auto attack from the side gunner helping out as well.
Yeah,
it does a lot of extra damage.
And honestly, the jungling aspect is huge because Gyro jungling with Rocket Barrage is atrocious because most of them have magic resistance. Jungling each camp with flat cannons also atrocious. It takes way more than 6 attacks to clear a wave. But once you get Ags, you can actually just jungle, which Gyro has a huge issue with because of all the nerfs that happened as a result of his OP ancient jungling. So Ags is one of the solutions, in my opinion, making this hero good. Do you have talent tree bugs, by the way? They're getting talent trees, but I can't see them.
Oh yeah, I can't see the little leaps on the trees.
Highlight.
Yeah, you have to mouse over it.
Going for a swap here. This is a good fight.
Good leap over. Magic Missile is still there. They actually get the Glimmer Cape off, but the dust is up. Earth Spike, they have Finger if they need it. Looks like the Hand of God will go. Zeus Salty. They finally bring him down again. They commit so much for it, but they still get the kill. Z-Freak is low. Elsewhere, there's split pushing happening. This Tier 3 tower is actually about to fall. Shrines are now open for business. They want to go for him for OG, but the push continues for Complexity.
Ag's almost up. Oh, they're going to catch Nature's Prophet, though.
I think he's probably dead. Yep. S4 gets another one. Call down will go.
Oh.
They found Jerax. He went a little too far in on his own. All right.
This Gyro plus Zeus combo just feels really good. Normally, they're good, but they're not amazing because the burst they have is just okay. Putting them together is really changing stuff. People are dying so fast, and it's comboed nicely with the Sables between the line and the Venge. I actually really do like the draft that coL's going for here.
There still is a net worth advantage for OG, but as you mentioned, Moo is going to start doing some serious work here momentarily. He's only about 600 gold away from this Aghanim Scepter. We've seen Monkeys get involved. Like you mentioned, the Zeus has done a great job. He's got his Aether Lens. He's close to his Blink Dagger after getting Veil first. So, I mean, what do? You keep finding pickups for Complexity as they've done and just try to split up the map as best as possible?
I actually think they're pretty okay right now. It was looking real scary. I mean, they lost their Tier 3 tower right at the start of the game, basically. These shrines could be dead, for example, if OG wanted to. And in fact, I think they should maybe with the Chen creeps push and try to kill those, because it would kill almost all the map control coL has, other than the whole like TP anywhere Zeus ult kind of thing. Yeah, they're just going to send some illusions at it. This is a really good way for OG to get some map control here. On coL's side, despite them losing that, I still think they're in a good place because of their super burst damage and their tanky core, and I think they have a good late game outlet with the Ags.
Well, at what point do you build a BKB for OG? I mean, S4's got it on his quick buy now, but does No Tail do the same, or does he go for another item?
That's a harder question, definitely. Terrorblade's armor is super high, so him BKBing is pretty safe, to be honest, but he does still have to worry about things like Medallion or the Solar Crest, Wave of Terror. I don't know if a BKB is quite ready for him. I think he needs another damage or tanky item. Maybe like a Scotty first would be good. Just increase. Or if he increases the HP of his illusions, it just makes the Zeus passive do more damage. It's actually a pretty tough Terrorblade game. The coL picks are quite good against it.
Luckily for OG, I think the rest of his heroes are going to make space for him. Anna gets a Blink Dagger now. S4, we've already talked about his next item choice. But it looks like it might be time to go for Complexity. They have the Aghanim Scepter purchased up for the Gyrocopter. That Side Gunner is ready to go. And they're going to try to run into Roche, or at least check it before going up to the high ground. There's a good vision coming out from OG. It will spot out positioning for Complexity. Thunderclap onto Z-Freak, slowing him down a little bit. They'll move towards the shrine. Meanwhile, the top tier 2 tower is getting split push and might get taken down. This is the last outer tower that Complexity has.
Are they just gonna go for the Roche? I mean, they can certainly kill it fast with Solar Crest and Wave of Terror.
And it looks like that's the case. Yeah, this thing falls quick.
Suzy does find the last ward as well, but they do know they're Roshing.
So what do you do? I don't know if you just split push, and they're moving over there now.
It's pretty low. I think they might be able to get it in time here. Ag's making a big difference, but they're gonna...
S4 would have to move now. Arrow coming in. It's going to hit Roshan, only helping them. So that's...
they're giving up.
We're going to miss, I guess.
All right. Now things are really scary for OG because Gyro's already insanely tanky. All right, now the talent tree just blacked out for me.
Uh-oh. Jerax getting chased down. Glimmer Cape going again. Melon's coming in. Earth Spike not there. Zeus ulti. Jerax trying to TP. That's not going to work. He just got True Sight from the Zeus ult. Jerax is somehow still alive. Mech will go. He's got the shrine. They're going to try to turn. No, look at this. They're just pushing at least with the illusions on the range racks. And in the top lane as well. Anna's going to work on the tier 3 tower. Yes, they get the kill onto Jerax, but is it really that important? The range racks has taken half of its HP and damage. And the tier 3 tower, the same.
I think OG is feeling where this game is going, and it's definitely split push. I don't think they feel stronger than coL at the moment. They're getting kind of overrun by the overall damage. I mean, they're going to build a pipe and stuff that'll help against Zeus, but fight goes on for like 15 to 20 seconds of Zeus casting spells. They are going to lose that fight, almost for sure.
All right.
So coL basically has to prep for the anti-split push. It's going to be their goal here. 30 damage talent tree for the Gyro. I think it's fine to skip the magic resistance. I really want him to get the movement speed at 20. I think the cooldown is actually really overrated for Gyro. Lower cooldown on Barrage and Flat Cannon is amazing, but with Ags, I don't think you have to go that far down that path. I think the movement speed's more important since you're skipping Sanjin Yasha.
Why is it only the Gyrocopter's talent tree is completely blacked out? So
is it just him?
Yeah,
I had it happen to Zeus, I think, too.
Oh, is it? Let me check.
It's weird. It's inconsistent.
It's really strange. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What does matter, though, you talked about the anti-split push. I do think Complexity has some ways to deal with it. I mean, they have a Gyrocopter and a Nature's Prophet, for God's sakes. They have very good wave clear. That much can be said.
Yeah, so. They're definitely good at wave clear, but I'm more concerned about the fact that they need more mobility. Most split push actually happens just because people show up, push the lane. Oh, almost getting
that arrow almost hit. He still might be in trouble. Reflection is up. Sprout will come through. Do they have a Quelling Blade? I'm not sure if they need one. He's going to try to TP out. Yeah, he's fine, actually. Okay. Quelling Blade was definitely needed. Swap out. S4 BKB is going to go. coL not going to hit. He was able to get out in time. TP will go for him. They have no way of stopping this. This swap now on cooldown.
I mean, their barracks is dying.
Oh, God, the split push is happening. The Glyph has to go. Anna's coming in. He hits there on Melons, but he thinks twice about going in. And now the Glyph is down, but top lane, there might be a fight breaking out. The cast will come through. No Tail's going to TP home. Here comes Jerax. They're looking. They're on the hunt. S4, Moonlight Shadow is gone. Moo is very speedy, though, with those phase boots. He also has the Aegis, so even if he gets caught, they'll have to kill him twice. They're still chasing over.
Big mistake in that last fight. Elimination Mode really showing some players not completely top tier at all the heroes. Like he keeps Blink Earth Spiking, and you got to go for Hex. I don't think he knew that Terrorblade had a Blink Dagger, perhaps, but very, very safe to Blink Hex because people cannot react usually, and that could have been a Terrorblade kill.
Yeah, I think so.
On the bright side, they only did damage to the melee barracks, it looks like, so that could be healed up if the split push is delayed.
They've cleared out the wave, but it's not that far. I mean, they just keep having No Tail send his illusions down to different locations. By the way, after the BKB, he is going, or after the blink, he is going for BKB. So that was the answer to the question. And Ana picks up one as well. So, all right.
Yeah, it's the only good solution against the Zeus. You can't try to resist against it with like a hood or something. And there's obviously a lot of disables as well coming from coL. So they do kind of have to go towards BKB. That way they feel like they can at least jump into a fight and not die right at the start or lose half their HP. Because that means that they won't get multiple cycles off of their spells. And the blink for Terrorblade kind of works as well. It's very good for split pushing, obviously. And also he can just blink in, use Manta style, and pop his Metamorphosis and try to burst somebody really rapidly. Like Zeus, get on top of him, kill him. Although he's picking up an E-Blade, so that might be hard.
Speaking of next items, too, you do have the gyro picking up a satanic now, so he's not going into any further right click, at least yet. He wants more survivability.
Okay, it's the safer build for sure. I'm kind of a big fan of the Maelstrom, but there isn't that much passive farming, so I think this is justified completely.
Right.
And this means even if he's chain stunned, he might be able to live through it, and he might be able to beat an axe, actually. One of the benefits against Blade Mail here is just buy more survivability items and more survivability items, so that not only can you stay alive better, but your damage doesn't go up that much, and therefore Blade Mail doesn't reflect as. The split push continues, and it looks kind of like coL is gonna let their tier 3 fall.
Yeah, but they're doing damage to the enemy tier 3. There is a glyph still, and here comes the Terrorblade, and with Metamorphosis, he can take this Rax just as fast as they can, if not faster. They're smoking up. Metamorphosis is gone. They want to cancel TPs, I think. Complexity are backing away instantly. TP coming out from one, from another, and it looks like they might keep their melee Rax alive. There's a good attempt coming out from NoTail. Now they're on the run. They will find Monkeys. They almost get the other one, Z-Freak, but Monkeys will certainly fall. So the split push was just beautiful there from OG.
Yeah, so basically every moment an OG hero needs to go to a lane and push it, because it's going to allow them opportunities like this where they can actually get those kills. And maybe coL needs some wards that help against the split push, like planting wards somewhere like here on the map, or maybe here on the map would really help. That way you can see them actually running towards the racks and they can prepare during those pushes. But coL seems to be a little bit behind the reaction of what they should do. I know it's difficult when they're split pushing this much. It's very hard to find opportunities to even attempt to do it. And I think that's what they're running into right now.
They're going to have to get something going here with these next couple of items. They have purchased a gem. I mean, they already have Zeus, so dewarding is not difficult, but it's going to be even easier now. And getting map control for them is going to be one of the most important things. They feel more comfortable walking out and dealing with the split push. For now, they'll walk out together, with the exception of Moo, who's a little bit further forward. Satanic very close to completion, about 1,000 gold away. And that's going to be a huge item. He already has a lot of HP just from the Raw Reaver. So he should be pretty survivable still.
And then every item after that allows him to deal with the Terrorblade straightforward. Either if he's going to buy, I don't know if he's going to buy Maelstrom or not. I don't even know if he needs to, because he's got a Zeus on his team. But if he's against him solo, something like a cleave like that would be very nice. Definitely see him going like Daedalus afterwards. Bar is always an option as well, because you could just chain mini stun somebody, do a lot of magic damage that way. There's a lot of ways that he can go. He can build so many items on this build. So much more fun than the regular one.
Aghanim Scepter is definitely interesting. Ensnare, it's up onto 747, but maybe it's going to be Melons that gets killed here. Good swap out, NoTail, Metamorphosis isn't there. They get the call to Naboo. He's going to get chopped down. S4 calling Blade. Now Z-Freak getting chased as well. He gets blown away. I think NoTail, no, actually, he didn't even use the Sunner. Just did some serious damage with auto attacks coming out in the Starstorm. Monkeys will make it away. He has the mech. He didn't get it off in time. He TP'd. Now they're chasing further. They'll find Melons 3 dead. And with Moo now down for 50 seconds and Metamorphosis back up ready to go, I would imagine this is probably Rax.
Yeah, coL did not expect their opponents to be there. And now they've got 3 dead heroes, 2 without buyback.
Oh, that call was close for S4. He actually is a little too far, but here comes NoTail. Reflection is up the Metamorphosis. He pops the Shrine. That'll keep Monkeys alive. Arrow coming through, sailing between the both of them, right through the uprights. And now they'll just move in and take this melee Rax. Buyback comes out from the Vengeful Spirit. Lift is back up. And OG will wait for the next creep wave to come out, but still no Gyrocopter for 20.
Gonna go high ground here.
Yeah, this is going to be the melee Rax gone. Do they want to go for more is the question. Looks like they're going to back up for now.
And considering how many times their barracks got hit, I think it's about time a Rax actually fell.
Yeah, true.
The melee barracks on the bot lane is actually fully healed at this point too, so
well,
feeling pretty safe at the moment on OG's side, especially with that little teamfight win. That was a nice little pick. They used to swap to save Swindle Melons, and then Gyro got gone on by S4 again. S4 making perfect initiations.
But as far as the top racks, that's not at the end of the world, Purge. I feel like it's just one building at this point, and Complexity should be able to deal with that with all the waves
they have. But it makes it harder, because they've already been having trouble getting across the map when their waves are in a good spot. And now it's just going to be even harder, because the melee creeps just have way more HP. The Treants aren't going to be able to influence it as much. One nuke from the map won't influence it as much. It'll take like somebody there actively pushing. Maybe that could be like grabbing a Satyr for Gyrocopter that he can use to split push. Something like that would be great.
Running uphill. Earth Spike onto 2. They have the Glimmer Cape. Sentry drops down. Zeusult comes in. Here's Monkeys. S4 still rather tanky. Mana Drain, mech will go, get sent home by Jerax perfectly. Melons is still on the hunt, looking for another Earth Spike. It'll be onto Jerax. Mana Drain comes out. 747 wants any kill that he possibly can get. But right now, it's not looking great. Great cast. The Death Ward brings it down, and here comes No Tail. Ghost Scepter from 747. He'll be able to TP home, but Z-Freak might not be so lucky. Anna on the hunt, looking for one more auto attack. Will get the kill. They even get the Sprout for Monkeys. Might be able to get out. No, I think the cast is gone. And it looks like he'll die to the Penitence with the auto attack damage coming out from the rest of them.
Moobot out too.
And he is done. He does actually still have buyback. I think he might have sold before dying.
And that could very easily be 2 sets of racks right now. They're gonna have to buy back at least.
Yeah.
Oh, he sold before he died. Okay.
Yeah, he did sell. Yeah.
That was a very good move there. Thought he was gonna be able to get out bot upon fear, but did he get all the gold out of it? That's the real question. I think
I'm not sure.
He might have.
It's still 3 versus 5 though, but they do force the buyback, and that's more than enough. There's no tail. Did he use Metamorphosis there? He still has it. They still have Metamorphosis, and he's going. He has a Chrysalis, by the way.
The issue basically is Gyro's net worth is not skyrocketing. There hasn't been that much downtime for farming. He hasn't felt very comfortable split pushing either because Axe has been a big deal. And even heroes like Mirana and Wish Doctor are super problematic because he doesn't have BKB. So he has to worry about all that magic nuke killing him. In some ways, maybe he should have gotten the magic resistance.
Good swap at the arrow, hits Z-Freak. They're looking for more of the Starstorm coming in. Anna taking some damage from the Lightning Bolt now. Reflection is up, Melons is gone. Death Ward again, plays beautifully by Fly in the low ground. Zoning them all out. Jerax walks up, almost dies, pops the next, still will go down to the Zeusol. Here comes the Metamorphosis to call down, doing some nice job. No tail, is low. Sunder, can he get it off in time? He can't. Big kill. They bring him down. That damage is too heavy. And now S4 and crew have to run. He pops the blink, or excuse me, the BKB. Monkey's looking for a Sprout. He'll find it. I think S4 probably falls here. That BKB is going to go down pretty soon. And the body block's going to transfer there. Very good fight for Complexity, showing they aren't dead yet, and they get the gem back as well.
And that all started from a little bit of miss micro, I think, from Jerax, where he ran in with his hero. I don't think he expected to do that again. Elimination mode playing heroes people aren't fully comfortable with. Mistakes happen like that. And KB now from Monkeys. Should be Gyro finishes his Satanic. He's going to continue going tankiness, going for a Butterfly next. Hybrid damage and tankiness item, but I think it's a good idea against the Terrorblade.
Well, he could use any real effective HP that he can get. He's doing okay.
His damage is certainly mediocre right now, and he goes for the cooldown reduction. The only benefit that I'm seeing from this, honestly, is the lower Satanic cooldown. Yeah, your phase boots come off cooldown faster, you get more flax and rocket barrage. I just don't think it's worth it. 35 movement speed is insane. And you can attack while moving now. Like, I honestly don't get why people pass this up. Maybe if he has BKB, it's worth it. But I'm not a fan. I really don't like this perk. I think a lot of pros make a mistake on it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it does end up. I mean, again, you talked about the lack of damage I think Moo has currently, and I think the cooldown reduction kind of helps with that. But even so, I'm with you on this.
So small, like it's so small. Yeah, you get more rocket barrages, but you've got an Ags, man. Just pump up, like just stay alive and use your items to pump up your damage. Yeah, and get more out of that.
Like, here's the Moonlight Shadow. Missed blink, swap back S4. They're kind of going to go in here. Z-Freak taking the Starstorm. The cast will come through. Zeusol comes out. No tail. Still has his BKB meta up at 25. Earth Spike onto 2. That might be what they need. Hand of God, they're going to try to send back 1. Will they make it in time? It's Anna. He makes it just barely. Great call onto 3. Now they're going to try to turn this. Here comes No Tail, the Death Ward. Monkeys might fall first and will. Now Moo in trouble as well. Satanic pop. I don't know if he can do enough damage. A great 4-man Earth Spike from
He's living.
Doing the best that he possibly can. And Moo is still alive somehow. S4 going to walk up to the high ground. He gets caught by 747. And back in is Anna. Starstorm. They do end up bringing Moo down. And they will find Melons next. It almost went so well for Complexity, but OG, they just have too much, even after those insane Earth Spikes from Melons.
Yeah, that Satanic absolutely paying off for the Gyrocopter there. I do think that the movement speed could have saved him there. It could have given him the option of actually leaving the fight instead of being hard committed. But still, very, very close fight that ultimately went all right. But OG's up a lot faster than the coL heroes are. Basically perfect fight start. I mean, the Axe went in, went for a call, missed it. At that point, coL can just do whatever they want, more or less.
You could see No Tail being hesitant as well. He didn't get Metamorphosis till the end of that fight. I don't even think he had it for pretty much the entirety of it. So he kind of was like hesitating to go in and out. And they had to send Anna back home. If Anna was there when that call comes from S4, they die a lot quicker, and that fight goes a little bit better. Arrow's going to head onto the Zeus, by the way. It's a full duration arrow. And Roche is going to go down. Looks like No-Tail will take a Thunder with Fly. Anna will get the Aegis. Zeusol coming out. Ethereal Blade. Not dead yet. Here comes No-Tail trying to fight. Metamorphosis and Illusions are doing the best they can. Anna now coming up looking for 747. The Death Ward. They'll find the Zeus. He's now down for 40 seconds. Monkey's BKB was popped. No-Tail. He used his as well. Let's see if they continue to fight here. Complexity looking to get up the high ground. Melons decided against it. Meanwhile, top range racks will go down. It's a full set now gone. And Complexity has to go home to deal with this. But they're still looking for Melons. Smoke is up. S4. He's got the blink in 8 seconds, so it's on cooldown. And Melons is looking for that Earth Spike. He'll find it. He blinks away. He's got TP if he wants from the side shot, but it's on cooldown for 27 seconds. Meanwhile, there's a couple heroes running down mid. It's Fly getting caught by monkeys with a... he's just going to be able to get out regardless. And S4 is just looking for... No, he's not going to be able to find him. He blinks into the tree line.
Mirana's really tanky at the moment. She's got a Lincoln Sphere and a Black King. All the fights are pretty straightforward. And one of the crucial spells this game is actually Maledict. Because of the damage amplification that can come out, especially on heroes like Gyrocopter or Zeus especially. Because Zeus can stop all the physical damage rolling out, but he's having trouble dealing with the magic burst at the moment. He did prioritize armor talent tree over magic resistance as well, so a little bit tougher for him. But something like he's building an Octarine right now that could make a difference, certainly.
He's not too far off. He's getting closer, but they need some more time. Melon's staying top. They're looking for a potential pick onto S4. And split pushing as well will help. Mjolnir now up for the Mirana. And S4 just hiding in the tree line for now.
Dozen spots, that means, yeah, S4 should be...
He's fine. Keep his home.
These kind of movements are super important for supports right now. For Melons just to sit in this kind of location, because if they find a hero, they have another like 40 or 50 seconds to do stuff on the map. But instead, they're kind of sitting in their base, still worried about the split push since they have an unexposed Rax.
I'm going to defend this tier 3 tower, but the rest of OG is getting in position. Metamorphosis should be back up. It is. He's building into a Bloodthorn next. And they're just kind of waiting. They should still have this Aegis. Or not, I guess. I thought they had it. I guess that was used in the last fight, I believe.
I didn't even see who picked it up, to be honest. I know it wasn't Terrorblade, though. It might have gotten killed by Treants, perhaps, but I'm not sure.
Anna had it. It says Anna grabbed the Aegis, so I don't know.
Gotcha.
Well, whatever.
Chen's got a Aether Lens this game. A little bit rare, but the new cast range perk at 10 and the minus 10 seconds Test of Faith cooldown means that he can send people back from really far away and repeatedly nuke. It's kind of a cool build.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Skipped eggs, but I don't think that's terrible because it just... Oh god, he got the triple arrow.
Yeah, he's level 25.
I'm really surprised he got
3
that.
arrows.
I guess they're not that attack speed folks, but they are though. Like he could split push with this. I don't know. Seems a little wacky to me.
You might see a fight break out. Lightning Bolt, S4 nearby. He's got the blink ready and the gem.
Hard on him too. That's gonna be great for healing up.
These arrows are just sailing through, by the way.
One really good thing about the arrows though is vision. You can just kind of cast these, and they know about where their opponents might be.
You can really just spam them whenever they're off cooldown. Just throw arrows
You'll lose
out.
it, obviously, but I mean, if you get a catch or you know where people are, that could be more important in this game than actually having the attack speed bonus.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's a couple heroes getting chased in the jungle. It's both Melons as well as 747. Jump in. Reflection comes out. 747 in some trouble. He's got the Ethereal Blade. He's looking for the TP out. coL is there. The last half second, and now he'll fall. Big pick. He does have a buyback, and the respawn time is only 40 seconds because of the talent. But this is the open avenue OG are looking for.
Yeah, that was huge. Didn't get the blink off in time. The reflection cast by No-Tail was perfect. So, does he want his network to be worse again? It's pretty much forced to happen now.
That Octarine is going to be slowed down if he buys back. Go to its spike. coL, though, to counter-initiate, and now Melons drops instantly. Moo might be next. He has to pop the Satanic early. Anna leaping out. They'll back away for now. The creep wave not there. Zeus ulti. They're going to heal up with Voodoo Restoration. Mech was also used by Jerax. Maybe they can try to turn this back around again. The arrow coming through once more, but they won't hit. It split too far.
How can you dodge 3 arrows? I like the creep
think.
grabs here for Jerax here. He grabbed 2 of the small centaurs because they give magic resistance auras, pretty heavy ones to creeps as well as against heroes. So the Zeus damage being done, it's reduced by like 10% right now because of the 2 centaurs.
They're going to try to be able to push here. Jump in, blink call. They're going to find the Zeus again, but a good swap from Z-Freak still. They find the Zeus nonetheless, and he's dead with no buyback. 4 dead. Moo now caught as well. The
That's
Death Ward,
it.
he's trying to stand and deliver. The hand of God is there from Jerax. Moo's done. He's got buyback. Only 2 heroes up, though, and they will lose a second set of racks and probably Megas at this point.
Yeah, fighting against Megas when you're being split pushed this much is so hard, so cole's going to try to hold things down, but it's going to be difficult.
No more Satanic. It's on cooldown for 8 seconds if they find another initiation, and they will. Blink call comes out. Blade Mail is up. See you later. And that's probably it, I think. They're going to find a 4th. Melons might be the 5th.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
I imagine that's going to be it.
And that is
Wow.
OG taking the victory.
That's
Pretty
their-
convincing by the end.
They are repeat champions of Elimination Mode 2 seasons in a